Hey guys, it's pretty late, so I thought we'd have story time today. So I found a book in the thrift store called The Bible Story Library. And it doesn't have a title on there, and the only thing I could find was some authors who have edited it. But what this book is actually the stories in the Bible, and they're told as if it's in a storybook that you would read to kids, and it's got pictures in, so it's pretty cool. Um, it's kind of old, as you can see, but from what I can tell, there's probably a couple more floating around somewhere out there, because this looks like it's the first version. So today, our story is about Moses, and since it's about Moses, it's coming from Exodus. And if you've been following along with your packets that I've been sending out, this is one of your stories for this month. So we're actually going to learn about baby Moses. So I'm going to go ahead and start the story. There was a man among the Israelites named Amram. His wife's name was Jehozabad, and God gave them a son. They already had an older son named Aaron and a daughter named Miriam. Their second son, however, was born during a time when Pharaoh had ordered all male children of the Israelites to be drowned in the Nile River. This child was very beautiful, and his mother loved him, but she feared that some of Pharaoh's servants would come and take him from her to kill him. Therefore she hid him for 3 months after he was born, but then she found she could no longer hide him. Trying to save her baby, Jehozabad made a basket in the form of a little boat. She made the basket out of the reeds or tall grasses that grew at the edges of the river. In former times, the English called these bushes bulrushes, which means big reeds. She filled in all the chinks and cracks with pitch so that the little boat would be waterproof and float. The inside she patted carefully to make it soft, and she placed her baby in it. This baby was Moses, and although his mother had no idea of it at the time, God had a very wonderful plan for Moses in his life. When Miriam her daughter, Jehozabad carried the basket with the baby to the edge of the river and set it in the shallow water. Then Jehozabad went to pray, and Miriam stayed to watch the ark and see what happened. Soon as Egyptian princess, the daughter of the Pharaoh, came down to bathe in the river, she and her maids walked along by the river's side. When the princess saw the basket in the river, she sent one of her maids to bring it to her. The maid brought it, and as soon as Pharaoh's daughter looked at the little boy, she wept. She pitied him, for he was a very beautiful baby. "This must be one of the Hebrew babies," said Pharaoh's daughter. "I will take him and bring him up as my own child." At this, Miriam stepped forward. She had been watching from behind some bushes near the water's edge, and when she heard the Pharaoh's daughter say this, she dared speak. "May I not go and call for one of the Hebrew women to nurse this child for you?" she asked. The Pharaoh's daughter agreed immediately. "Go," she said. "Bring the woman here to me." With this, Miriam ran swiftly to her mother and told her the news. Jehozabad immediately went back to the river to where Pharaoh's daughter and her maids were standing beside the baby basket. "Take this child and nurse him for me," said Pharaoh's daughter to Jehozabad. "I will pay you fair wages for your work." Joyfully, Jehozabad took her baby back to the house and lovingly nursed him until he no longer needed her care. After a while, the Pharaoh's daughter sent for the child, and Jehozabad took him to her. Pharaoh's daughter took him into her house to be as her own son, and she called him Moses, which meant drawn out, because she had drew him out of the water. Yet when Moses was grown to be a man, he knew that he was not the son of the Pharaoh's daughter, but was one of the children of Israel. Although he might have been rich and great if he had stayed with her, he chose to go live with his own people. So that's our story for today, and we'll learn more about Moses later on. But I wanted y'all to go ahead and look at baby Moses' life. So he was born in a time where there was a lot of uncertainty, kind of like what's happening right now. There's a lot of uncertainty. We don't know what's happening next. But his parents trusted God to provide for Moses, and look what happened. He was saved in a time that he would have been killed otherwise. So just remember to have faith and trust in God, because he is with us and he's got a plan for us. Bye, guys. Y'all have a great day.